Welcome to Science TV, 1 p.m. news with me, Catherine Linda, and my language interpreter, Irene Chebiwat. Let's focus on our news. As the country joined the world in marking the International Day of Persons with Disabilities intensified calls for greater inclusion in top government ranks and expressed sharp dissatisfaction with the new Social Health Authority (SHA) health insurance scheme. In a push for political representation, PWD advocates urged the national government to appoint at least one cabinet secretary with a disability. They argued that despite many PWDs being highly qualified, they have been historically sidelined and confined to low-level government jobs. The community also raised serious concerns about the transition to the SHA health insurance scheme, claiming that the new scheme has failed to meet their unique healthcare needs, noting that some public hospitals are allegedly still charging them for essential services.
Watu ambao wana ulemavu wako na wamesoma na kwamba wako na elimu inayofaa. Kwa hivyo tunahitaji kuona kwamba tuko na ministers ambao ni walemavu. Tunataka tuone pia ma-CEO, ma-directors hapo. Hatutaki kupewa kazi ya kufagia, tunataka kupewa kazi ya kuokota tu kodi. Tunataka tuone kwamba tumewekwa katika mahali ambao inafaa. Bado nje kuwa very clear. Because before ilikuwa unaweza tibiwa, lakini wanasema SHA na ukienda level 5 hawachukui SHA. Ndio tuko na watu wengi hapa wetu wameenda pale wamerudishwa ama wameitishwa mandawa. So this issue ya SHA hatunjaielewa mzuri sana. And it's not very friendly to walemavu.
Na niko na mtoto wangu si mlemavu. Saa zingine unakuta tunapata challenges kulea watoto wetu kwa sababu watoto wetu ni normal. Na saa zingine unakuta mwenye anaangaliwa sana ni mlemavu. Kwa hivyo tuangaliwe sana side of scholarship, side of sometimes feeding.
Na sisi ambao tunaona tuko sawa, tujue ni kitu inaweza fanyika wakati wowote. Kwa hivyo ni vizuri pia tujumuike na wale wenzetu ambao wamekumbwa na hizi changamoto, tuonyeshe kuwa tuko pamoja.
Moving on, Turkana County on Wednesday celebrated the International Day of Persons with Disabilities (IDPD) at the Moi Garden Stadium, an event hailed as a significant stride towards greater inclusivity. This celebration was a collaborative effort organized by the Council in partnership with the County Government of Turkana and various stakeholders. This year, IDPD theme, Fostering Disability Inclusive Societies for Advancing Social Progress, highlighted the importance of integrating disability inclusion, particularly within the framework of the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. Representing the Council, Director Freda Lenayasa reaffirmed the body's dedication to ensuring disability inclusion through strategic partnerships and the diligent implementation of government policies promoting the rights and welfare of persons with disabilities.
5% AGPO directive, awarding tenders to PWD-owned enterprises for economic independence. Each year, we procure essential assistive devices annually, including wheelchairs, walking frames, white canes, polio books, braille machines, and braille paper. This year, we allocated 2.4 million to support them. These devices are vital for their independence and dignity. Turkana County has also made significant strides in disability inclusion. We passed and implemented the Persons with Disabilities Act, PWD Act 2017, and are currently supporting the PWD Amendment Bill of 2025. One of our most notable achievements is the approval of the PWD fund regulation by the County Assembly, which optimizes resource management and provides enhanced support for programs. We are constructing and equipping infrastructure for disabled individuals. Construction another multi-purpose center is ongoing, and we have secured furniture and public address systems for the Amorphous Social Hall. We have also established a specialized business stores for people with disability car hall and secured fencing for this economic house. We have made efforts to promote disability sports and empower individuals with disabilities in Turkana County. Our team has won the Nondo Desert Wheelchair Race in Cielo for 6 years in a row. 3 young athletes represent Kenya on the national deaf girls football team, which will compete in the Olympic Deaf Football Games in Tokyo in January 2026.
Moving on, in recognition of the International Day of Persons with Disabilities, Kakamega Governor Fernandez Barasa donated wheelchairs and various other assistive tools to 431 persons with disabilities. During the event, the governor affirmed the country's commitment to building a disability inclusive society as a crucial strategy to drive broader social progress. Governor Barasa stated that his administration is actively implementing policies and initiatives specifically geared toward ensuring PWDs can fully participate in all facets of economic and social life. This drive, he noted, is central to dismantling barriers and achieving equitable development across Kakamega County.
Tafuta kama ningali mdogo 2002 kama baba angali mzima, tukang'ang'ana mpaka baba akachoka akaaga akaniacha. Imagine hatukupata hii kitu, lakini yani imekuwa tu kama muujiza. Nilikuwa nimechoka hata mtu alikuwa ananiambia atakuja tukuandike kwa neno fulani, namwambia sitaki, nimechoka na kuandikwa.
I couldn't get one disabled mother who had been registered in the hospital for delivery, even for antenatal care. So when I went back and I talked to our coordinator in the council, he told me, go to community. It is rare to get this people in the hospital. And the reasons that were given were reasons like the hospital is not friendly for them to go there. Most of the medics do not know how to communicate to them, do not even know what to do to them. Some of them embarrass them. They ask them, you are disabled and you still get pregnant. When mlemavu na bado unaenda kushika mimba, uko na shida na unashika mimba. And most of them shy away because they can't be helped. The blind ones come, the deaf ones, they have no interpreter, they have no brailles, and the doctors do not even know what to do with the cripple because even the examination table are not friendly.
Kakamega Channel, kuna walemavu ambao wako na shida ya hearing. Na hakuna mashini ile inaitwa pera ile ya kupima ulemavu yako ya masikio iko namna gani. Inapiti mlemavu aende Kapsabet ama aende Nairobi.
Tukaweza kujitokeza, tukaweza kujibwaka kwa uwanja, ili hata kama tutaweza kupata kitu, ni vizuri ya kwamba pia sisi tukue katika ile meza.
Moving on, the impeachment proceedings against Nyamira Governor Amos Nyaribo were halted on Wednesday evening after the Senate overwhelmingly voted to uphold a preliminary objection raised by his defense team. In a decisive move, 38 senators backed the motion to stop the case, with only 4 opposing it. This vote effectively ensures the matter will not proceed to a full hearing and trial before the Senate. The governor's legal team had earlier in the day tabled 2 key objections, fundamentally challenging the very foundation and validity of the impeachment effort initiated by the Nyamira County Assembly.
Opportunity to thank the Senate for upholding the rule of law and standing to the occasion. Because the impeachment did not have threshold, only 19 MCAs were in the assembly and the threshold is 24. They crooked 4 others by impersonation, but it came to 23. Still, they did not reach the threshold. So the case was thrown at the preliminary stage. I thank the senators for standing to the occasion, because these cases are setting precedents so that other counties, if they have a problem for impeachment, it should be genuine, it should meet a threshold. And I take this opportunity also to thank my lawyers for their hard work. They were prepared to go even ahead, but you cannot continue with an illegality. I also thank my supporters, my executives, and my friends, and even some of the county assembly members who voted for me. I thank them because they knew all the cases, all the accusations were not genuine. And most of them were based on bunge mashinani, terming it illegal, while the court last week upheld the issue that bunge mashinani actually was legal entity. And I also was working with the bunge mashinani, not as bunge mashinani, but as an assembly, because that's where the speaker, who had been recognized by the court, was with the majority MCS. So today is a great day, having won this stage, but I will not forget.
Moving on, President William Samoei Ruto today held high-level bilateral discussions with Mr. Ben Black, the Chief Executive Officer of the U.S. International Development Finance Corporation, DFC, focusing on scaling up U.S.-Kenya cooperation and investment. The strategic meeting centered on deepening collaboration in sustainable development, private sector investment, and financing catalytic projects that align directly with Kenya's economic transformation agenda. President Ruto and CEO Black reaffirmed the robust partnership between the two nations, committing to expand collaboration across key sectors like infrastructure, clean energy, agribusiness, and among others. On to our final news. The government's heavy focus on public debt repayment and the ballooning wage bill is actively undermining the provision of essential public services and exacerbating national inequality. This is according to two new reports released by the Kenya Human Rights Commission, KHRC. The reports indicate that the bulk of country's financial resources are being channeled towards serving debts and meeting payroll obligations, leaving insufficient allocation for critical sectors like health, education, development, and social protection. Beyond current fiscal policy, the KHRC analysis also links the country's persistently high poverty levels to deep-seated historical injustices, particularly those related to land ownership and distribution.
Out resources that would have otherwise gone towards development investment, and particularly the social and economic rights under the sectors of focus that we are talking about. That's health, that's education, water and sanitation, food security, and also social protection.
Them to tame the executive, because it is the one responsible for the impunity we are exposing, which is also responsible for the violations of the rights we have talked about.
The land that is being owned by the 0.1% of the population is very much idle. And being kept idle, it means that they are doing it for speculation. And unfortunately, it's in very prime areas. So we are seeing people who are holding huge chunks of land, and we have Kenyans who do not even